Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. First period, I hope you're having a great morning. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn about possible roots, okay? So the rational root theorem says we can take and find factors with P over Q. So basically what we're doing is we're gonna use synthetic division, but today all we're gonna do is we're just gonna find the possible roots. In order to do that, and what I mean by possible roots is usually they give you a root, but today we're going to find them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take P over Q. Well, what is P over Q? P is the factors of the constant term. Okay? So the constant term is the one without the variable. Q are the factors of the leading coefficient. Okay? So when we get to do problems, we'll understand. And it's going to be a fraction, okay? So we're going to take the factors of the constant term and we're going to put them over the factors of the leading coefficient. So this is P over Q. This is the rational root theorem. We're looking for the roots. Remember, roots are also solutions. So solutions, roots, zeros, x-intercepts. Okay. I think I've given you enough time to write it. If not, have Miss Smith stop the videotape. Okay, so we're gonna look at example 1. So I'm gonna kind of zoom in, okay? So there's example 1. So we're gonna list all the possible rational zeros for each function. So we're gonna define P. P is the constant term, which is -10. I don't really care if it's negative or positive. P is -10. So we're going to list the factors of -10. They are positive or -1. Roots are, anytime you're listing your possible roots, you guys, you always have a positive and a -1. So 1 times 10. So we're going to do plus or minus 1, plus or minus 10. And the other factors are plus or minus 2 times plus or minus 5. So again, the constant term was -10, and I list the factors of 10. It doesn't matter whether P is negative or positive, you're just going to list the factors, and you're always going to have a positive and -1. Q is 3. So we're going to list the factors of 3. Again, you guys, they're always going to be positive and negative. So the factors of 3 are +1 and positive or -3, sorry. Positive or -1, positive or -3. So those are our factors of P, which is the constant term. Q, the leading coefficient, which is in front of the 3x to the 4, so 3. So now we're going to write our possible roots. Or possible zeros. And to do that, we are going to put P over Q. So plus or minus 1 over plus or minus 1 is plus or minus 1, because 1 over 1 is 1. Then we're going to do plus or minus 1 over plus or minus 3. Well, that is 1/3. So plus or minus 1/3. Again, I put 1 over 3. That's how I got 1/3. Now we're going to do plus or minus 10 over plus or minus 1. Well, 10 over 1 is 10, so we're going to put plus or minus 10. Then we're going to do 10 over 3. Well, 10 over 3 is 10 over 3, and we're going to put plus or minus 10 over 3. So every root is 2, so we would have +1, -1, positive 1/3, -1/3. Now we're going to go to the 2. We're moving on to the 2. 2 over 1 is plus or minus 2. 2 over 3 is 2/3, and that's going to be plus or minus. And then finally, because you guys can't see that, sorry, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. 5 over 1 is plus or minus 5. 5 over 3 plus or minus 5/3. That's all we're doing today is listing the possible roots or possible zeros. So there we go. So we listed the factors of -10, we listed the factors of 3, and then we put them over each other. 1 over 1 was 1, 1 over 3 was 1/3, 10 over 1 was 10, 10 over 3 was 10/3, 2 over 1 was 2, 2 over 3 was 2/3, 5 over 1 was 5, 5 over 3 was 5/3. Okay. Let's see if we can go to number 2. Okay. Okay, let's do number 2. So P is 8 because that's our constant term, and Q is 1 because the number in front of x to the third is 1. We're going to list the factors of 8. And remember, you guys, when you list the factors, they come in positive and negative. So how do you get 8? Positive or -1? Yes, Aiden, you can slow down. We're almost there, okay? Plus or minus 8, because 1 times 8 is 8. Plus or minus 2, and plus or minus 4. Q is 1, so there's only one root for 1, and that is plus or minus 1. Now, our job is to write them as fractions. And that's going to be P over Q, and this is our possible roots. So remember, possible roots, possible zeros, the same thing. 1 over 1, 1. There's nothing else, so 8 over 1 is 8. 2 over 1 is 2. 4 over 1 is 4. And that's our answer. How do you guys think you can do this? I know you can do it. We'll do another one, and then you guys can see, okay? So let's do example 4. And if we need to have Ms. Smith stop the tape, you guys, if you're watching this at home, stop the tape and finish it. Okay, number 4. What is our constant? What is our constant term? Did you guys get it? It is 12. What is our Q? That means what is our leading coefficient? Our leading coefficient is 3. Again, you guys, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. All of our factors are going to be positive and negative. So what are the factors of 12? Basically, what can you multiply to get 12? You can get plus or minus 1, plus or minus 12. Plus or minus 2, plus or minus 6, right? Because 1 times 12 is 12, 2 times 6 is 12, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 4. What are the factors of 3? Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3. Possible roots. Now we're going to write our fraction. So remember, it's P over Q. So P over Q. 1 over 1 is 1. 1 over 3 is 1/3. Notice it does not matter. They always come with a plus or minus. 12 over 1 is 12. 12 over 3. Now do that. What is 12 over 3? 12 over 3 is 4 because 12 divided by 3 is 4. Again, you guys, I did 12 over 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. When I did 1 over 3, I couldn't divide that. You only can write whole numbers. You either write a fraction or a whole number, no decimals. Okay, let's move on. 2 over 1 is 2. 2 over 3 is 2/3. Okay, now we're going to move. 6 over 1 is 6. 6 over 3. 6 over 3 is going to be, what is 6 divided by 3, you guys? It's 2. I already wrote a 2, so I don't need to write it again. Let's go over that again. Front row, I can see you guys. You're doing fine. 6 divided by 3 is 2. I don't need to write it again. Okay, let's do 3. 3 over 1 is 3. So I'm going to put plus or minus 3. You keep listing them. Okay, I need to zoom out a little bit. Okay. 3 over 3, so 3 over 3 is 1. I don't need to write it again. You only have to write the roots one time. So 3 over 1 is 3. Yes, 3 over 1 is 3, but 3 over 3 is 1. 4 over 1 is 4. Well, I already have 4, so I don't need to write it again. 4 over 3 is positive or minus 4/3. How you guys doing? Good? I know you guys are doing great.